Hello everybody, AVT here, and I am back with another video for Star Wars Galaxies Legends. And today, I'm here to really up once again, where I'm going to be going over heroic jewelry really quickly. So, I'm going to walk you into the trinket shop, and we're going to talk through what all we can buy once we complete this heroic instances. So first off, each heroic instance, every time you complete it, not only has a chance to drop some random loot items, most of which are really good. It's really exciting when you get some of the rare drops because there's some really neat items inside of each of these instances that we'll be talking about in the instances themselves, but you're going to get tokens. Now, a good demonstration of these tokens is going to be here. This, for example, a free targeting heavy weapon, super cool looking. The base type is kinetic damage, which is kind of interesting. I've actually never had this weapon, so I'd like to give it a shot one of these days. But anyways, what it requires is 5 Axeman tokens, 5 Mos Espa tokens, 5 Droid Factory, 5 Black Sun, and 5 Exarchun. You get 1 token of that instance type every time you complete the instance, and you can only run the instance 1 time per day. So, if you were to go through and do a typical heroic run, which is going to consist of all of the instances listed here, you will have gotten 1 token for each of these every single day. And it takes, I'd say 4.5, maybe 5 hours to run through all of these instances. So it is a pretty good time investment, but it's very worthwhile. Now, let's go through heroic jewelry, which is really what's important as to why we're here. The Heroism Set. I'm just going to cover it really quickly. It's a set that you can get on every single profession. So its base stats are as listed here. You get luck, precision, and strength. And what that's really useful on actually is on traders, because you need the luck. So a lot of people will buy this set for their traders, and that way it helps them with their crafting. And as you can see here listed on the side, it has a 3-piece bonus, which is plus 60 stamina, a 4-piece bonus, which is plus 90 stamina and plus 90 agility, and a 5-piece bonus, which is plus 150 stamina, plus 150 agility, and plus 150 constitution. Now, if you equip all 5 of these pieces, you can actually have 2 rings as well. Important note about that. But anyways, I digress. If you equip all 5 of these pieces, which they take some variation of these heroic tokens, you're going to get that 5-piece bonus on top of the stats you get for each individual piece. And it's going to give you a buff that's unique to this jewelry set. It's not going to take the place of any other buffs. It's an additional buff you can have on top of everything else. Super useful. So let's go over the 3 Commando jewelry sets. Every profession is going to have 3 unique jewelry sets. Here's the Commandos. The first one is the Grenadier. It's going to give you grenade fast attack chance, grenade action decrease, and grenade free shot chance. Now this fast attack basically is when you throw a grenade, you have a chance to immediately get that cooldown back and be able to throw it again. In each of these, they're going to give you the same stats, and then you get your 3-piece, your 4-piece, and your 5-piece bonus, which is just basically an additional stack, if you will, of these stats that you get out of the Grenadier set. Now, I have tried Grenadier builds in the past. I actually have a Grenadier build that I can show you guys, but it's a Grenadier Beastmaster. It's the only way that I've found to make Grenadier Commando viable in any sense. Otherwise, I just haven't found a use for it, and I'll be happy to make a video on that at some point later. But either way, let's move into the 2 primary Commando sets. You have the Frontman set and the Juggernaut set. Now the Frontman set, every piece is going to give you Constitution, block chance, and block value. Those are primary stats to make a Commando tankier. That's what this set is all about. So, if you go through and you get the 5-piece bonus for this, you get plus 150 Constitution, and remember, that's on top of these base stats that each piece gives you. Plus 3% combat defense block, plus 500 block value, which is a lot. And you get the Enrage ability, which when activated, it causes you to lose 5,000 health and gain plus 10 to your kill meter. I'll be honest, I have never found a good use for that ability. I don't know why I would want to sacrifice 5,000 health for 10 kill meter when I'm playing with a Frontman set on a heavy weapon Commando. And I don't know why I would be wearing a Frontman set if I was a Grenadier Commando when I could wear the Grenadier set. So maybe somebody else has found a use for Enrage. I never have. I think it's a pretty useless ability, but the set itself is very good. Those stats are going to make you incredibly tanky. So this is the Tank Commando set. The Juggernaut set is going to give you Constitution, Strength, and Innate Devastation value. Now, we never went over it, but each point of Constitution translates to 8 health. So it's going to give you health, strength translates to melee damage, and it adds to your blocking abilities. So it's not as direct as block chance and block value, but it will actually help you block. So you do get a little bit of tankiness out of the Juggernaut set, and then you get this Innate Devastation value. Now, Devastation is not something I covered too in depth, but basically this is more the heavy weapon DPS Commando set. Because once you get your 5-piece bonus, you're going to get another 100 Constitution, 125 Strength, and 4% chance of Devastation while using heavy weapons, plus 40 Innate Devastation value, and then 4-second reduction to Riddle Armor and Armor Shredder cooldown, which I haven't taken for the build that I'm using, because I'm using more of a solo PvE Commando build, and I'm going to be going for Frontmans, but I can show you a different build that uses Juggernaut, and it'll use a different set of 35s for the armor. That's going to output significantly more DPS, but you're going to be significantly squishier. Anyways, on to Devastation really quickly, because I never covered that either. What Devastation does, say you have a weapon that has a min-max damage of 500 to 1,000. When you see a Devastation, it's now going to be 1,000 to 1,500. So basically, it makes it so your weapon is going to hit your previous maximum DPS on your weapon is going to become your new minimum for the next shot of that weapon. So let's look at my acid launcher. Hopefully this will make a little bit of sense because it is a little complicated. So it hits between 500 and 1320. If I get a Devastation, my Devastation is going to land from 1320 to whatever this difference is. It's about 800. So it's going to land from between 1320 to 2100 damage on the next shot. So it is significant damage output. It's definitely not something to be overlooked. But as I said, I'm going to be going for the Frontman set so that I'm very, very tanky. It's going to help me solo more content. It's going to make me a little more viable in terms of doing heroics, because a lot of people look for tankier commandos, not really DPS commandos. But either way, let's cover a couple of the other items really quickly while we're here. The Biological Focus Crystal, this is a unique buff. It gives you, I believe, 250 Constitution. It was a pre-CU item previously. Legends has added it into the trinket shop for a significant amount of tokens, but it's a very worthwhile item. And then there's all these cosmetics, there's an armor set, there's some schematics in here. Nothing else is really too important. But what I really wanted to cover were these heroic jewelry sets. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys out when you're determining what jewelry set you want to use on your commando, and I hope it gives you a good overview of the jewelry sets in general. If you would like, I can go through and I can make a video on the jewelry sets for every single profession. I can detail what they do. I can tell you which ones I prefer for what professions, but we can do that in a later video. So for now, that's going to conclude my overview of Commando Heroic Jewelry. As always, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.